What's this, boys? Podcast 1.1?
It is.
This is podcast 1.1.
Okay.
We're blaming the
Host.
the step of 0.1 to Bardens.
Yeah, that's Bardens knocking shit around.
Yeah, sorry.
You basically missed me opening my
and
bottle.
Jacob's knocking the bottle.
You basically missed me dropping that.
So
Basically, I had a drink and I needed to open it with a bottle, which I successfully did, but you missed it because somebody.
might happen again. We don't know.
Yeah,
Bardens.
It might do.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't.
Hopefully it
we
won't
have
happen
to
again.
introduce ourselves again.
Yeah, we do have to reintroduce ourselves because sorry about that sudden introduction because you didn't miss that last part. I'm going to be a hostess of this podcast. I'm Jacob Hammersley.
I'm Oliver Brown.
And I'm Oliver Bardens.
Just Bardens.
We're going to refer to him as Bardens. So we're just going to... We got any nicknames? Or am I Jacob? Just Jacob.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Jake.
what we call him.
Jacob, Jakes.
Yeah.
Mr. Yeah.
We did start off already.
We did. How far did we get in?
Well, I started
Couple
talking
minutes.
about UFC, but we need to pretty much mention anything. We've been talking about a lot of games. We were talking about Mafia 3 today. We were talking about, like you said, links. We were just talking about, just before we started this podcast, we were talking about links within games. So I think we were talking about Far Cry, how the original Far Cry is linked to the second Far Cry, how that links to the third, and then
Did you watch the video for it?
about how they will link?
Yeah. That's the reason I brought it up because there was a video on it which was
Done by who?
done by like IGN, which was basically saying why did links the Far Cry games together? Because to be honest, if you just played it and
I
just
didn't think they did.
No, I didn't think they did it either because it was just one's in Africa, next one's in.
What was the last Far Cry you played? Bardens?
3.
Did you play the first or second?
No.
Oh shit.
No.
So have you played?
To be fair, I briefly played the first one, and I briefly played the second one. Like through, like I didn't like sit down and play it. I played it over time and finished it. And then with 3, I love 3, and then 4, I'm just like a little bit through. To be fair, I haven't really got far through 4.
Didn't buy 4. About Far Cry Prime. Were you into that?
I don't know what even is that.
Yeah, it's like 10,000 BC.
I don't
does
know.
that link?
I don't know.
I don't think
But
that-
the thing is, there's a secret link in Far Cry, which is what I said before, which was the Jackal, who's a gun smuggler, and pretty much he's this character who's like quite prominent in the first Far Cry. And then something goes bad at the end of that. And then in the second one, you have to try and kill him or something. In the third, they just mention him briefly. And then the reason why you're there and the reason why these people are trying to kill you is because of him. And then the fourth one, you're with this guy who's trying to find him.
So it's all about the Jackal.
So yeah, it is. Far Cry is pretty much
And
based
then
for the
Far Cry
Jackal.
Primal.
What's that?
Yeah.
What was Far Cry Primal?
Completely off topic. Well, off.
I don't think it's got any relevance.
I don't think. No, to be fair, I haven't even seen anything of it.
Yeah, it's just like spears. Well, it's just like
I mean, I've seen a stream, and then what was it? It was just like a tribe running for a field with like riding a tiger, which is like fair enough. That is sort of Far Cry-esque. The fact that they're riding elephants and stuff in Far Cry 3.
it's Far Cry, but it's not Far Cry.
Yeah, I know what I mean.
It's not. Yeah, it's a bit stupid that they didn't carry on. And then we start talking about Mafia. Now the Mafia games, just how people just start playing a game franchise, like 3 or just maybe 2 or 3 games in. Doesn't really like. Personally, if I was to do that, I don't like the feeling of it.
Yeah.
I don't like just starting a game and then being like 3 and then not understanding what's going on and going,
Same
use
with,
that character.
Like I was explaining earlier, Bardens, you'd know about this about Mafia. Not sure if you played Mafia 1. You played Mafia 1?
No, I haven't.
There's
not many people have.
No.
It's for PlayStation 2, and it was really, really good. And there was a link which is very sort of subtle, but is a very good link as well, which was there's a guy in his garden around like chapter 9 or something. And basically in the first game, you don't know who these 2 guys are, but these 2 guys go up to this guy in his garden, and this guy in his garden in the first game is like one of your main enemies, pretty much. I don't know, Mr. Angelo, that's the one.
Oh yeah.
So Mr. Angelo is your main enemy in the first Mafia. So in the second game, it's the same time frame, but you're playing as the 2 guys that killed him, Joe and Vito.
Who do you play as in the first one?
Who do you play as in the first one? That's a good question. Barnes, get on it. Who do you play as in the first Mafia? I don't know. I don't know his name.
So have you not played it?
I played it, but I was so young to the point where
yeah.
I was just like, I didn't really like write down his name or whatever. I'd focus on it. or such. Yeah.
Or do you do that now? Do you write down the
No,
names?
but I take note of it, and then I'm just sort of like, hey, that's their name. Like, whereas back then I just sort of play a game and go, yeah, or whatever. It's just like I don't know.
I think that's the thing that you do as a kid. You found it, Bardens?
Slowly now.
What's that? What's his name?
I'm
going for Tom. I'm going
Tommy
for Tom.
Angelo.
Oh,
yeah.
Angelo.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, so you're related to him.
Yeah. That's what I said.
That's why he's like the main guy.
Yeah, that's what I said about someone in your family being known about your trial, and then because they're out of it, they're like not part of your family, but they are your family. If you know what I mean, they're like families in mafia. They're not part of your family mafia, but they're part of your literal family. If you know what I mean. And because they know about your plan,
traitor, isn't it?
yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Because they know about your plan and stuff, your character's in prison writing these notes, and then he's like, yeah, he kind of needs to die.
Christ.
To be honest, because he's not really, like, I can't really trust him.
Well,
He's gonna.
You said it's one of the main things within the game. Once that scene happens, how does it main thing? Like, how does it affect it later on?
What, Mafia 2 or what?
No, in the first game.
Well,
once he's dead, what happens?
It affects it as in you as a player would know. You don't actually see anything, but you know that if he were alive, he could run to police and everything, and he could say all this shit about him, saying like, oh, he's the guy that did all this to this other family, he's the guy that ruined them, and then that family would go, oh, it was him that did it, and then send him to death row or whatever. He's already in prison, he doesn't want to go to full-on death row, because obviously that was back then when they did stuff
So the
like that.
entire game is based on that?
Yeah, pretty much. With Mafia 2...
How does it end?
Well, with that one, that's the end.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, if it's with him in prison, and he's like, he's writing this note, and he says, if I do go to death row, this is my final wish. And then that's where the cutscene starts of him killing the things.
How far in Mafia 2 does that scene happen?
About 9 chapters, but that's how random it is. The fact that you play as these two guys, and then you just get a phone call from Joe saying, meet me outside your apartment. And you go outside, and then you get into the car, and he's like, I don't know, there's just this call saying about this guy who wants to be killed.
Like,
and it's just,
trivial,
it's like... And then, like, you just say, in Mafia 2, you just get paid for it, and then you just do it, because obviously you're getting paid for it. So you got this going.
Did you play Mafia 2?
Yeah, I played Mafia 2. I thought it was a really good game.
Well, like, fully completed it, or just play it as
No,
in
I've
this, like...
fully completed it. I think I played it twice.
So when that happened, like, do you even remember that scene that you're talking about?
It's with,
I didn't.
It's with a white-topped car, which it looks like a Chevy. It's fully, like, cherry red with a white top. Drive up to some guy watering his garden.
No.
And then gets shot.
And then he walks up to him and goes, Mr. Angelo? And he goes, yes. And then he goes, Tommy Rizzoni sends his regards. And then he just goes, and then he shoots him like with a shotgun full on in his garden, like in the daylight or whatever.
No, I don't recall that happening.
No, yeah, that happened. I don't know. Someone can find out what chapter it is. I'm not sure.
Quite a long time ago. Well, I haven't played Mafia 2 in a long time.
I was gonna say, when did it come out?
Mafia 2?
Yeah, 2011, I guess.
Find out.
Christ, probably earlier than that.
Probably
2010,
probably
right?
March.
2007.
What?
Well, yeah, that's Mafia.
Wait, no, Mafia 2.
2007. What are you on about?
Released 2010. Sorry.
Oh, yes.
2010. Right, there we go. 2007.
Yeah. That's Red Dead. 2010.
That is.
And-
Of course, 2010 for games.
Yeah, there's loads of classic games coming out in 2010. Get up some 2010 games.
What year was LA Noire?
2012.
I don't know.
It would have been 13, wouldn't it?
No.
Yeah, well, so 11 or 12.
Yeah, it wouldn't have come. It didn't come out the same year as GTA 5. That's so weird saying that. GTA 5 came out in
2013. Didn't it?
2013.
That's
yeah,
so long ago.
3 years ago. Came out.
It doesn't feel like.
Yeah, but because it came out on Xbox 360 and PS3, it's like a different game when it came out on next gen and PC, because it wasn't released on PC until like 5.
I guess
years
you.
later.
I guess you could say that the PC and the Xbox One and PS4 versions are like remastered versions, really.
Well,
Because
is there more added?
yeah, but that's not really. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
There's a couple characters, a couple cars and DLC which they remove in Xbox One to be fair to the 360 players.
To be fair.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Because the Xbox One can hold like loads now, pretty much.
Yeah.
What do you mean hold loads?
Well, it can run loads compared to the 360.
Oh shit. So say it can't hold loads.
It's on the
in,
360.
Like,
if you play GTA 5 on the 360 now, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
probably runs like shit as well. Like 15 frames, probably.
Yeah, probably something like that. Yeah.
It runs pretty decent on a Xbox One.
I thought it runs fine.
Yeah, it drops like below 30 sometimes when there's like cars exploding. Christ, what was that?
What's that?
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Yeah, Brotherhood.
Christ, there's so many good games.
Bioshock 2.
Fallout.
What was Brotherhood 2010?
Oh, did you play Splinter Cell?
I've never played.
You played any Splinter Cell games?
I bought one. I haven't played it.
No, sure. Which one did you buy?
Conviction.
Yeah, that's the main one I used to play. I had like it's like not Blacklist. Blacklist was like new. There was like a really old one I had on the original Xbox, which as a kid for some reason I used to just play like on all my games on original Xbox. I used to play like the first like 5 missions like at most, and for some reason just like restart. Like I can't ever remember getting past a certain point.
Yeah, that's what you said earlier about Max Payne was my one, as in. With Max Payne 1, I remember I was showing you earlier, there was this nightmare mission where Max Payne's having these like crazy freak out sort of things, and he's just like running along these red wires, and then if you fall off, you've got to start from the very beginning and stuff. I remember getting to that, not finishing the game, and starting from the beginning, and not questioning it.
Yeah, but why did we do that?
I don't know.
Well, how goes through your mind?
For me, it was because of the memory cards on PlayStation, because I remember they came with loads of different games. Like, you know when you open the box, there would be there'd be either a holder where you could put your thing, or it would come with one.
I never got one.
Holder to put with thing. What do you mean?
There was a with some cases for games.
If you got one, have you Bardens?
I'm trying to think if I do have one. I don't know if I do.
Well, with cases for games, imagine you just open it right where the disc would be on the right. There's a memory card slot.
Oh.
And you could just slot your memory card in there. Just keep it there for safe.
Oh yeah. They have them on like DS games.
And then in some PlayStation games, it came with one, a free just memory card. And I remember I had loads.
So if you don't have one, when you buy the game, you could just play immediately.
So I had loads of them, and then
I
had one with my dad's name, one with mine that just said like Jacobs 1, and then Jacobs 2, and then there's like loads of them.
Well, if you didn't have one, Bardens,
I don't know. I've never completed the game. Well, not really completed it. I'd get so far, and then just.
What was your main console about like 10 years ago? Do you used to play before the 360?
I'm not even sure if I had the Xbox One then. Like, I'm not even sure what year I got it.
Because I think mine was definitely PlayStation 2.
PlayStation 2 and probably Nintendo DS.
Yeah, but I didn't, because there's just like backseat gaming. Like when I never used to play the PlayStation, but my brother used to always just like be in the room, just like watching playing it.
Yeah, I was like, because my brother had the Xbox, and I used to watch him play like The Great Escape.
So there's all these games, like classic games for like PlayStation 2, which when people mention or whatever, like I know what happens in it, but I've never played it. Like, I remember like loads of the like Jack and Daxter games, like
those
Ratchet
are amazing.
and Clank games and all that.
Jack and Daxter
used
are
to play
amazing.
like all the adventure games, like platformers and stuff like that.
What were some other games for PlayStation that I used to play? There was also, now that you said about watching your brother play, I remember my brother playing Sims all the time. The original Sims. And then just
the original Sims?
Yeah, the first Sims. And then
the first Sims was just like PC exclusive, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, sure.
That's what I mean. But obviously I used to watch him play. It was weird because when I was younger, I used to like sort of follow my brother doing everything really. So when he's playing PlayStation, I was like, "Can I watch?" And like I was that kind of person.
Yeah, that was me.
And then when he was on the PC, I was like, "Can I watch?" He's like, "Yeah, it's a bit annoying," but he'd just be on The Sims. And I remember we'd have all the expansions for it. I still got them. All the like celebrity expansion.
It's all one of those massive cases.
And
remember in that like closet you had, when we were going in there, it was like a bucket, like literally a bucket full of just like loads of Sims expansions.
Yeah. That was literally what you got, like loads of them. And then, like Sims was probably the best.
Like playing those, but like when I think of like old classic games, or like what you said, like watching people playing another console. For some reason, I used to, whenever my brother was playing a game like I said, Ratchet or Clank or something like that. For some reason, I used to play this like game within myself, where I used to pretend I was the enemy, and I'm like working with the enemy, and I've got to try and stop him from like succeeding in the game.
Right.
So every time he used to come with a new enemy, I'd be like, "Oh no, you're gonna go wrecked now, mate." And then he'd beat, and I go, "Oh no, that was just tease, man. It's the next person." Like, and it was like an endless thing. And then like, eventually when he completed the game, I'd just be like,
You know, I was thinking because we're talking about games in the past, what are you all playing at the moment? Because we're all into games, and that's what this podcast is really about, talking about games and media and entertainment and stuff. What have you lot been watching or playing lately? This past week?
I've been on Xbox 360. I haven't been playing like a new game or anything like that. I've been
Well, new games are out for 360, to be fair.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I didn't really see them advertised. Like, whenever I see one on the TV, it's always advertised for Xbox One. Never really see
new
one
games
for...
coming out for Xbox 360.
I think they're starting to do that now.
What games are coming out for 360
they wouldn't.
that aren't coming out on Xbox One?
But that aren't.
Yeah, that's
They
what.
wouldn't. They
Yeah,
wouldn't.
that's what.
It's all console.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's like. So
yeah, but I mean,
all the games
I
are
haven't
old.
been playing. The last game I bought was like Probably like Fallout 4.
Christ, what was the last game? Oh, the last game I bought was Assassin's Creed Revelations, but that's just because I'm playing old games.
I can't even remember the last game I bought.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's not like a new game.
Yeah,
as in,
what
like,
are you playing at the moment?
well, still Max Payne 3. Achievements on there. Started playing Black Ops because there's just some achievements on there. But then there's loads of online ones and zombie ones, which are quite annoying. Yeah, like buy all the guns on the wall.
Wish that those achievements were a bit annoying. What were you, Bardens? Because I haven't really, like, to be honest, spoke to you like much
Well,
as of late. So
I haven't played many like popular games.
Where's your-
like,
what do you mean, Bob?
Counter-Strike and that.
Why was your Xbox not set up? Or do you just play Xbox One now?
Well, yeah, I don't play on my Xbox 360.
Oh, shit.
Well, I haven't really played on my Xbox One either. I'm normally just on my computer. Like,
So was it you play Counter-Strike?
I was playing Counter Strike earlier on. I go on War Thunder.
I must admit, I don't understand Counter-Strike.
What's the
Or-
new DLC
or
this
War
come out?
Thunder.
What, for
How-
Counter-Strike?
Yeah, there
I
was
don't
some
know.
new DLC, and I somehow got
Pretty
into
sure
a game,
you should
and
know, actually.
I've never played for the DLC, and I got into a game.
Yeah,
and
Yeah, I don't get
so
Counter-Strike at all. I don't get why people can spend
It's so
like
overrated.
thausands of hours in it.
I
Do
finished
you,
at,
do you
like,
play
80.
it like with people?
No, I just play on my own.
How many hours have you got on
Is
it?
that not boring? Just like
80.
going like that?
Yeah,
Well,
but-
I don't play like excessively. I only
Yeah,
play,
but
like,
80.
50
But
games
there's
before.
someone on our friends list. I'm not sure if it's on yours. Who has
Mine.
how many is it?
Hundreds.
5,000.
Thousands.
Yes.
Like it adds up to 281 days spent.
That's mine. My mate
No,
does
no, it's,
play a
no,
lot.
it's. I don't know. I'll have to check later.
Couple
But
hundred.
it's like Christ.
I think I played a couple hundred on War Thunder, like 300.
The thing is, though, I get that a game can be good and that, but I don't get how you can go on it, go like so on until the point where every day you just go on it.
Because it just gets
It's just
repetitive
routine.
after
Yeah,
a
it's
while.
just routine.
Yeah,
Like,
but do you
I
It's
not
was
like
find
GTA, like it kind of got really repetitive after a while.
Yeah, but I understand. Like, it's not that you should like never play again. Not that like if I was to play Counter Strike, I'd get bored and go, yeah, I'm not playing that again. Like I play it, but I just have like a massive break in between.
Yeah,
Like I would play it. Like I don't understand how people can play it steadily all the time.
yeah.
Like I'd play it loads, and then I'd have a massive break, and I wouldn't play it like for ages. Then.
Because I only play like little bits at a time, so I'd only play like a few games, maybe. Like, every
That's what I
other
mean,
day.
like,
like War Thunder as well. Like I remember I played that every ages. Like how are you still playing that? Like going back on it.
Well, I'd only play like 1 or 2 games because like you get like a reward every day. So
Have you
I
not,
just
have you
go
not
on
like
it to
unlocked
get the
everything
reward.
yet?
No, I'm not even at the end yet.
Christ, which is well the end.
Well,
Is
there's
that
like
well, what is
the
the
highest
end?
tier is 5, and I'm only at tier 4.
Of course, only you've probably completed it.
So
Almost.
how do you just do that by just like leveling up? Is that just like as in you're leveling up to unlock a new tier?
Yeah, you gain research after every game, and then you spend the research on a new
probably,
tank or a
did
plane.
would I have got out of the first like tier?
Probably
Probably not.
not. No.
I remember like the best thing I had was like the Hurricane. That was it.
That yeah, that's probably tier 1 or 2.
Christ.
But yeah, there's tanks out now, so
Well, for War Thunder.
yeah,
what,
War of
tanks?
Tanks. Yeah.
there's tanks on War Thunder. That's why I play it so much now, because there's tanks.
I thought it was
So,
tanks
but
anyway.
I played that and it wasn't very good. I reckon.
They've updated it quite a bit now. I find it quite good.
Wasn't like is it World of Tanks? Or something?
Yeah, War of Tanks isn't as realistic as War Thunder.
I must have got about
shit.
4 hours into War Thunder.
Well, it's not.
I don't think I've got any more than 4.
Because they've got the planes and they've got the tanks, and then I don't know when, but soon they're going to bring out ships as well. I know that.
That'd be pretty good.
Did I bring out War Bardens?
Shit.
Shit.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get more comfy on
And
this.
Gonna
I
get
think
cozy.
They're bringing out.
Not gonna lie, I think I'm like breaking my leg in this position at the moment.
You know, it's because you're in a weird position.
But I must admit, this is making my head go a bit funny.
It's called alcohol, Jacob.
Yeah.
You know, Finn was having some Stella
Antoine.
Artois, Belgian recipe made with hand-picked apples.
Decent.
Make sure you think of me when you're thinking of that. Oh, there's medical officers on it.
Medical what?
Buffers.
UK chief medical officers recommend men do not regularly exceed 3 to 4 units daily,
Are you a man?
and women 2 to 3 units daily.
Are you a man?
I am.
How many
And-
units is that?
Well, for women,
No, how many units is the cider?
I don't know. How much
Yeah,
is that?
shit,
Ollie?
is it
I
in
don't know. Not a
Yeah,
clue.
I think it says.
2.3.
Really?
Oh Jesus,
That's quite a lot.
that is quite a lot. But
Yeah, considering like people go to parties and completely like drink like bottles
Yeah.
of vodka and everything,
Yeah,
it's
of
completely
course.
smashed.
but whilst it says about women on the back, what did you all think about International Women's Day yesterday?
Oh, mate, classic, mate.
I must admit, I didn't know about it until yesterday.
Until
Well,
until Facebook thing.
I
came
saw
out.
on
Until
Snapchat, and I was like-
until the Snapchat filter came out.
Oh, so I didn't go.
I went on Snapchat and then I looked on the filters and it's like
filter.
yeah, and then it said International Women's Day. Celebrate.
So what? Oh, was that it?
Yeah, it's just, and then there's like some pictures of like literally every single woman you know in your life is pretty much there with that on it.
Well, and there was the Google homepage had it as well, I think.
Yeah, there's a reason why I would know. Is it's not like I go, oh yeah, that's
Put it in your calendar.
National Mother's Day. Can you remember it? Can you remember ever seeing anywhere it say National Men's Day or whatever?
No, I was talking to my dad about that, and he said it's like November.
Yeah, no, but apparently it is a day.
Yeah, but I never like seen
I've
it.
never heard of it at all.
Well, obviously it would be around.
But that's the thing. I get that people are like celebrating gender, but why?
Yeah, come down.
Like the thing is though, I get like you're meant to celebrate like your mum for a day, but then again,
yeah, but that's Mother's Day.
Yeah,
So
but that's what I mean. Yeah, but you should do that every day. To be fair.
Oh, nice one, Jacob. Nice one.
That was such a nice thing to say, Jacob. Well done. But I'm thinking like when it comes to a day dedicated to your mum, that makes sense. It's your mum. That makes sense.
Well, it's a bit easier to fulfill with like when it's targeting one person.
Yeah, well, whereas like Women's Day. You're right. Where's that come from? Women's Day. Fucking hell.
What's the percentage of like women? Is that like 70%? Isn't it something like ridiculously higher than men?
What is it? What in
like women compared to men in just like worldwide?
Have a look, Bardens.
I was
gonna say,
I was looking at men's.
Isn't it like 70% of the population? So it's a day for 70% of like.
But then there's. I'm not saying it just because obviously like I hate female. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying it because like I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it at all. No one's ever mentioned it to me at all. This time last year,
have, but you just didn't.
Yeah, but I haven't.
Well, you probably have. Yeah, but you just don't care. You don't take it in and go, "Oh, I remember this."
Yeah, but why is it that it's a big deal now? This time last year it wasn't, or the year before,
yeah,
or any other year.
It probably was. It probably was more last year.
Yeah, but I Snapchat this time last year. I didn't see a filter. I didn't see anything on Facebook or Twitter. All of a sudden, like the internet's just went, "Yeah, Women's Day." It's like, why? Yeah, that went loud, didn't it? but like, but I wonder what people are going to do for Men's Day. I wonder if there's going to be a filter for Men's Day.
Well, like, it's November the 19th, so
what is?
Men's Day.
Yeah, Men's Day. For some reason, I don't know what that is, but like, yeah, International Men's Day.
Yeah, what happens?
19th of November.
What happens?
I don't know.
Does anyone celebrate it, or do they just go?
I didn't hear anything about it.
I mean, I've never heard of Women's Day until like yesterday. So, what did they do though?
Put some filters on Snapchat.
Yeah, but what did they like?
I don't know.
What do you do? Like, you just go up to a woman and go, "Good job, mate."
You're a woman.
Or do you go up to a man on the 19th of November and go, "Good job, mate"? Pat him on the back. Well done. It's like, well, why? It's like you were born pretty much.
You got to celebrate it.
But that's like a birthday pretty much for any birthday at all. Like go up to anyone's birthday and go, "Well done."
So it's a birthday for like
everyone. Yeah, pretty much. But
that's not really a birthday because you don't really get given like.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the point?
Yeah, but in that case, why don't you go? National Human Day.
Yeah, but,
might as well.
But that's what I mean.
National Existence
The thing
Day.
is, though, there's an event for every single day. Guaranteed, there's something happening today where someone's celebrating. So because for some reason,
the UK, but like some
but for some reason,
somewhere in the world, there's an annual event.
But for some reason,
every day of the year.
For some reason, humans want to celebrate. Like, and they want to give gifts, and then they want to get gifts, and then they want to be all nice and happy, and they want to go, thank you.
It's not a real thing.
Yeah, it's not. It's like, come on, yeah. It's my birthday. Oh, yeah, well done.
Yeah, you were born.
Well done, yeah. And then same with like Women's Day and stuff. I get why people want to feel like good about themselves and stuff, but like I've never heard of it until now. Never heard of anything until now.
You probably have though. You probably have somewhere.
Well, I haven't.
You probably can't remember.
I haven't. I've maybe seen something saying International Women's Day, and I went yes, but I don't think I've went as much as I have like yesterday. Yesterday I saw it and I was like,
what was it, like in your face, like?
Well, yeah, I've never heard of it before. Well, like I said, I might have, but I've never seen it that like crazy that I've ever been.
It is a bit humans are a bit weird. They do like to do some weird stuff. What the hell number's that, Bardens?
Well, that's the world population. I was trying to find out like
how many females there are.
Yeah, but
decent.
Just type in female population. That's probably a good idea, Bardens.
Yeah, just type in world female population. But yeah, it's just celebrating the day up to like one demographic, which I guess you could do for everything, like Mother's Day, Father's Day.
I wonder like who like officially sets them up.
But did you know there's a Brother's Day and a Sister's Day?
Is there?
There is. And there's also
but no one cares.
There's also a. I'm pretty sure there is. I'm pretty sure there's a Son's Day and a Daughter's Day.
There's probably a door day. There's probably a carpet day. There's probably an everything day.
Because for some reason we just want to go to stuff and go
just go to a carpet.
Like we don't want to feel bad about stuff for some reason. It's like, to be honest, it sounds weird, but feeling bad's good about stuff because it makes you feel good when something good happens.
Yeah, but
if you celebrate stuff every day, imagine that.
That.
Yeah, that's shit. Like if you just celebrate stuff every day, what's the point in that?
Yeah, well, I mean, we do.
Yeah, I don't. Christ. But what did you do yesterday for Women's Day? Did you mention it to your mum? or sister or anyone?
I didn't
Or,
mention it
don't
to
know.
anyone. I didn't. No
That's
one.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Does anyone mention it to you other than like a Snapchat photo? Or so someone's there making it and then they just like bring it on and they
I
just
bet
go.
even women do.
To us, I bet it didn't until then. And then they went, "Yeah, Women's Day." It's like,
I bet all the-
did
all-
you even
I
hear
bet-
about it?
I bet pretty much all women. Well, a large amount of women didn't even know it was National Women's Day.
Yeah.
Well,
And then-
until
and
they saw the Snapchat.
Yeah.
photo.
And then when
Oh,
they see it,
okay.
and then they go, "Oh yeah, I knew that." And it's like, "Yeah, wow." And then they start saying, "It's like, yeah, you don't even know, mate. You only know now because you've just seen it." It's like, well,
Speaking of annual thing, it's coming up to Easter, isn't it? What day's actually Easter? It's the
It
Sunday
changes
off.
every year.
Yeah,
It was
but well, it's because it's on Sunday, Easter Sunday. Oh, that's what Easter
Because
is.
Easter's meant to be when Jesus was resurrected.
So it's like every Sunday.
But like, yeah, no, but like it was like April, wasn't it? Like one year, and then it's like
yeah,
March.
that's also a thing.
I found that really weird.
Jesus.
I found that really weird. Jesus.
No, we're not religious. I mean, I don't know. I know it might be.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, Jesus. I don't follow Jesus. I don't follow God. I don't believe in a God or whatever. But then for some reason we go, it's Christmas. It's when, and then we go like,
Everyone
Jesus
have a day
birthday.
off.
We become
Everyone-
more religious.
Well,
when it
that's the
comes
thing.
to
Yeah, but
things like
that's
Because you get
because
presents.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that's because we're a Christian company. I get company. we're a Christian country. That's the one. So I get why we have like weeks off of work and stuff because like politics and parliament and stuff
But
say.
yeah, that's not a real
But-
thing. A day off of work isn't a real thing, is it?
But I don't get why we give presents. What is that about? Jesus' birthday. There you go, love. Power Ranger.
Because Jesus was given presents.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, that's
gold.
Jesus. I'm giving presents on my birthday. Why don't you get shit?
You know, that's what I mean. It's just humans. Like they have any
They-
excuse.
They
to, like,
idolise this one person and say we're going to celebrate after him, so everyone can. do
It's
it.
weird, but like how people don't even think about it now.
No, they just
Like
they
kids,
just want Christmas.
When
presents,
when like a new parent or something, when they have like a kid and their kid's young and they're making Christmas a thing, I doubt whether they go, so Christmas is a new event we're going to start celebrating. Its origin is Jesus' birthday.
Jesus.
I doubt whether the kids like. I doubt
be
whether
fair,
they
yeah, but-
explain
yeah,
to them. They just
but
go, you get presents.
When you were 9, I expect you knew about it being Jesus' birthday, but you don't
yeah,
question
but
it,
from
do
like
you?
school or something.
Yeah, but yeah, you
people
don't
just think
question
about
it.
Santa Claus more than Jesus.
To be fair, they do.
They wouldn't like ever like, oh, it's Santa.
Where does Santa come from?
Yeah,
he was
be-
like
because-
made from
because they
Coke.
get-
Yeah, it's Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but was he actually?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
originally
but
green.
no,
as well.
yeah, but that's
Yeah,
what I mean.
humans.
So,
Oh, no.
so Coke didn't make him.
No, Coke
So
changed the colour of him.
Yeah, so it was this character.
My bar sheets come down the
Sorry.
table.
It was this
Okay.
character, and then Coke for some reason changed him red, and then everyone changed him red.
Well,
But where
yeah.
did Santa come from? Like it was made of some man dropping presents.
I know.
That's
Some
euphemism.
fat man with a beard living in the North Pole.
Some man dropping presents.
It's a bit weird, like when you actually think about it. Like if
Small man
if some
dropping
bloke
presents.
was to go, I'm gonna keep the Christmas spirit alive. I'm gonna actually try and be a real life Santa Claus.
Christmas is so weird.
Imagine if some old bloke did that, and then like in the night you were something downstairs like, oh, how's that? And then you go down there, it's like
Just
some
some
bloke.
old man.
It's just a bloke like,
like a-
yeah, I'm just dropping a present out for
He's
little
alright.
Lily, and then they're like, all right, and they're just like, yeah, it's Santa. So when is like a real life thing? If it was real life, they wouldn't like it.
What do you mean?
Well, if
Santa was real?
If Santa was real,
Yeah, I get what you mean.
yeah,
Well, no one
you
would
can
like it.
imagine
Some man in their
like,
house.
yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
off.
You want some bloke
I
in
don't
your
want
house,
it.
you'd be like, I get my kids my presents. I never understood that. Like,
Also, he's got a tag for like each and every house, and he says, "Okay, they're not Christian. They're not Christian.
Also,
they're not
as a
Christian."
kid-
Okay, we'll go to that one.
as a kid, do you like believe that Santa makes the presents that you get? Like,
I did.
Oh,
I used to
If
think
you were
that-
Fisher Price
yeah.
toys,
Can I-
like everyone
can I,
else. Yes.
can I have an Xbox? So he's like,
He's there
All his elves are making an
with
Xbox.
Bill Gates, just going right. Let's design this.
Just for Tim.
I wonder how easy it
Yeah,
would be to design an
that
Xbox.
that theory only worked like years ago when kids got like
well, they
nothing
didn't know
for,
anything
for
better.
parents. What they got for Christmas was like a little wooden
Wooden
horse
pony,
thing,
yeah, or
which
whatever.
makes sense because you can
Yeah.
believe that. But when they go Xbox, iPad,
yeah.
it's like Santa's not going to make
Someone
that.
just said, how do you reckon? How easy do you reckon it is to make an Xbox? Like, what graphics cards in an Xbox?
What do you the operating system? Because you can.
Well, yeah. How easy
I
would it be
assume-
to get
we
like?
had a conversation about this before. Like, I assume you could just get the like Xbox operating system and put on a PC. Somehow,
You probably could.
yeah, it's possible. But
And
I
then you
mean-
would have an amazing graphics
What-
card and RAM,
yeah, but
and you would be able to run like games so much smoother.
Would that work? Because
Yeah, but
the-
no,
wouldn't be able-
no, you wouldn't because it's locked.
Yeah, the operating system would have been built to have that hardware.
Yeah, that's what I mean,
wouldn't-
it's
it wouldn't
locked.
just like it wouldn't just go any hardware would work, will it?
No, that it's probably plugging something on the motherboard on there that says like, this motherboard was made by Microsoft. If it's not plugged in here, it will not work. But then again, why can't you just take out a graphics card and then
Take out
go?
the RAM, put more in.
Yeah.
You probably can because what is it DDR3?
I don't know, but that's
It's
what
not
I mean.
the newest.
That's what I mean.
If you ever take one apart, it's like specific to what they've made.
Yeah, but-
It's nothing like. It's not like customizable.
Yeah, but technically, it's literally a PC.
Well, yeah, but you
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
You can't just go take out that RAM,
No, yeah.
put some new one in it. It's not like that. It's like you can't just like take out a CPU and just change over.
But could you not put like better RAM in, or would that not be possible?
I mean,
No,
you
you can't
probably
do that.
could.
It's gonna have the
Literally, you
same-
probably could.
Yeah,
but
You could, but it's not as easy as like with a PC. You
Well,
just
like,
buy it.
Unplug it. No, because you can't really unplug it.
Yeah,
can
you
'Cause
have to be like an
it's
engineer
built to not
for like
be replaced
Microsoft.
and that.
Because I doubt whether they plan people just doing that.
To take it apart and change it.
Yeah, do they have like? Have you ever tried to take one apart?
What,
I
Xbox?
saw a video.
I saw a video once as well because
They
what
They
was
have
that
all
one
this.
to
They
do?
have all this shit. They're like, yeah, so now we've got like
Yeah,
T10
but
like screws.
To
you
be
know.
honest, I see why they call it Xbox because the white plate that you see on the outside of the black plate or whatever you have, that's just the plate. That's not even the box.
The white plate.
Yeah, like that up there. See that white plate? So all
Oh,
of
sure.
that with the
Oh, yeah.
shell, pretty
Oh,
much.
yeah,
When
yeah,
you take it
it has
off,
some, like,
it's
metal
a,
casing
yeah,
in
it's
it,
a
isn't it?
silver box. It's literally a box.
Yeah, but only on. It's only not on one side. On the top there isn't like a
Yeah.
side.
But then there's like it's like the weirdest. I don't know what I was looking up. I think I wanted to like spray my Xbox, and then I got like the front panel, and that was it. So I
I think I started to take apart my 360. So my
For
old
what?
one. I
For
just
what?
started taking it apart. No reason.
Just for.
Yeah,
I
but
just
it-
got bored and it was broke, so I just started to take it
It
apart.
is
Yeah,
interesting.
mine
though.
wasn't.
Let's see
I
what's
cleaned
inside.
mine out because it had like loads of dust on it. So like you can see all the fans in the back. It used to get like so hot. Like if you put your hand at the back of it, it would be like your hand would be like.
Same with the power packs as well for Xbox. They get boiling. The power packs for Xbox get absolutely
I
boiling.
haven't really felt one,
Yeah,
so-
my Xbox seems like fine now. No? Like I think now ages ago, but it doesn't seem to be getting hot now. Because one of my monitors is on the Xbox. The Xbox is on its side and the monitor's on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I can say it like that, but no. So like what it used to be like, because obviously part of the stand for the monitor used to be covering like the vent,
Right.
but it's not doing it anymore. Or it still is covering it, but it's not getting hot now. So yeah, I don't know what happened. Like I cleaned it out like a year ago, probably more than that, and it's still fine. So I don't know what the hell's going on there.
I don't think I've ever cleaned out an Xbox ever.
I think
No, I've
those
never cleaned
ones.
out an
Where's
Xbox.
yeah?
No, I
how's
haven't
your Xbox?
either. Cleaned out my PC,
Oh,
obviously. Well, I think everyone cleans out their PC to be fair.
Well, I need to clean mine out.
See this one, I don't know how the hell you take it apart
I think I got my old one. I'm trying to
because
Oh, I know.
they've obviously
Oh
like
no,
updated. They've
Also, something with this. Notice how there's no hard drive on the top.
find- It's under the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
like
what I
a
mean. So
little
it's
side of
all bolted in pretty much because obviously people could do stuff like that. They could just take it apart.
yeah, but
obviously
it
with
probably
that,
looks different inside
it. The
though.
hard drive's in the bottom.
the thing is though, you could take it off there. To be fair, you could just unclip
You
it
can
there.
no, you can take
But-
the fronts off because you can change them. Like people buy like
Does
covers
that
that you
still
can buy.
work?
Yeah, that one works.
Oh shit!
I get.
Not gonna lie, I did just press that button expecting it to turn on.
I thought that you just didn't have it like. I thought you'd have it like in a cupboard or something if it wasn't like actually like working.
You got like
Did you know there's an aux cable for the Xbox?
aux.
Yeah, AUX. Aux. It says there, AUX. Aux cable.
Strange.
How's that?
That is strange. I thought it was for like, I thought aux cable was audio, to be honest. For like when people say, yeah, pass me the aux cable.
I've never seen
Yeah, I
that.
thought it was
I've
just
no, no, like that like shape doesn't ring
Doesn't
any
look like
bells.
something, does
It
it?
doesn't ring any bells. That shape.
No. It's like a USB, but it's like down on one corner. I don't know. God knows.
It is very unusual.
It's
Shall
not
we get this?
unusual. Oh, everyone's moving now.
let's get-
Everyone's moving.
Barnes, look at that, never mind.
Barnes was just hiding over there next to his what's that little cubby hole, just trying to search for some stuff in there.
There's a lot of shit in there.
Not
By the
What's in
way,
the Bardens?
Bardens, your room is pretty mint.
Barnes' room is pretty mint. Not gonna lie, it's like
it's
an
fun now. Just a picture of my.
it's like an office.
We
To be
should.
fair.
We should do that.
What?
We should get a
Thumbnail.
picture of Barnes' room
As my room. Well, yeah, the thumbnail.
because if it's gonna be, I assume
Well,
it's gonna be a
eventually
regular thing. For now, at least, anyway.
All right, I'll take a.
The podcast is gonna be done in here.
thumbnail
yeah.
like this.
I mean, I assume it's gonna be done in here. So, like, I mean, yeah, a picture, amazing. Yeah, I mean, you just like.
Oh, I don't know. Just do it like of like where we sat. Like, on
Yeah,
the
so
sofa,
I'll take a picture of like where we're sitting, pretty much.
and then leave all this here.
Yeah, that seems alright. So yeah, we'll try and take a thumbnail of his setup just so everyone can sort of see
With the lights as well.
with the
That's
lights as well.
Oh, yeah, have you done it? Have
What?
you, I mean, are we?
Oh,
what the
fuck,
hell
no.
is that?
It's like a monster. Christ.
Oh, Xbox One.
Oh,
There's
it's
a
the
disc in
Xbox.
there.
Christ, shit, what's
Just
that?
taking it away. Is there a disc in there? Is there?
Oh, God knows.
Christ, I was
Can
gonna
you
say
find
there's a disc in there. It's like already
Yeah, I
broken.
hope so.
I don't think there's any.
Not gonna lie, I actually just shit myself. I really did just get scared.
Have you got a picture?
Oh no, not yet.
Do it at the end.
So the picture for this fun. Actually, no. The picture that people will see right now is of Bardens' room. So what they'll see right now is Bardens' room.
A portion of Bardens' room. Because
Oh,
Bardens'
yeah.
room is very
Section.
large.
It's like an office. It's literally like an office. You could literally have
Yeah,
one
just
office there and one
what
office
we were
here.
saying, what we were saying about Bardens, we were talking about like renting a room, as in like just because it's easier. It's more like
Well, renting a room dedicated to.
well,
podcasts,
if you're gonna be if like, you start doing something like this more often, it's easier having it all in one place rather than having to go from different places because it's just like for convenience.
But yeah,
so
now that I've
different.
seen your room, Jesus
But we
Christ,
were,
how
like,
is this your room?
When you try and find places, it's just like it's almost impossible. Like to just
Well,
have like
price
exactly
wise
what
as
you
well.
want. Yeah,
And to have all the
but I
equipment,
mean,
like
but like
chairs and all that.
but by like size, I mean, it's always either too big or like too small. But it's like,
this is
I
perfect.
mean,
It
imagine.
is.
I mean, it's your bedroom, but I'm just saying. Imagine if you could take this room and you could like take it off of this house and put it like somewhere, like this like layout. You could like fit
would be
everything
amazing.
in there. You could fit 6 people's desks in there. You
Yeah,
could
well, I was
fit,
kind of like segmented it off anyway. This is like social.
You could fit 6 desks. This is bigger than you
easily have like a LAN party.
way
But
bigger
anything
than you
to be
need.
honest.
Yeah, to be honest, this is pretty amazing. But yeah, you should be able to see the picture now of what it is.
Oh,
It's pretty amazing.
It's decent. It's pretty decent.
It
It's
is.
more than decent.
Eventually, well, there should be over a sink in there. I don't know if it's. I don't
Oh,
know
well,
if
you
it's
can have like a little
Oh,
ensuite.
yeah.
Or
it's either
something.
going to be a sink or or I'm going to have like a.
I bet
wardrobe
watching films in here is amazing.
Gosh, that's cozy.
Watching films in there would be
there. Yeah,
amazing.
'cause, well,
Oh, get
sometimes I
all
take my
cozy on his
TV off.
bed.
I
Yeah.
take my TV and my Xbox and I put it on the table over there.
Oh
And I
my
have the sofa
god.
here, beanbag, that, and then
Whilst we're on the
food
topic
table.
of films, is anyone pissed off when I mentioned the word films right now?
No.
No, what? Why?
What
Right, hang on. Barnes, try and work it out.
Yeah, try and work it out. Do you know, but you're not pissed off?
Uh,
Do you know what I'm on about? Don't say it if you think you know.
I don't. I can't think of a reason why you'd be pissed off.
Oh, well,
Right.
annoyed, a bit bummed out about
Wait,
it.
is this to do with the last one we watched?
Last film I know Jacob watched was The Forest.
Yeah, that was.
That's
what we
That's the film that we watched in the cinema.
We'll get to that.
I
but it's
don't.
not
I don't
that.
see why you'd be pissed
We'll-
on
No, we'll get to that.
that.
But
If
that's
anything,
not
that was better than what I
that was
expected.
that was better than
yeah.
what I
The
expected as well.
film before that was The Revenant that we watched, wasn't it?
It's nothing that we've watched.
Oh, is it a film that's coming out?
It's a film that's coming out.
Is it Star Wars?
Is that what?
No, like
Oh, episode 8.
the next
Oh
one.
no, that's not bumming me out. That's good.
Oh, I can't
what's
think of any
coming
film
out
that
then?
you'd care about. This
The
coming.
thing that's annoying me, which you've probably seen, is Ghostbusters.
Oh,
Oh, you know, is that a thing? Is that coming out?
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen a trailer.
And
for it.
this kind of ties in with the podcast. This
What
is sort
actors have they got?
don't know the names, all females.
Oh, all film. Oh,
Yeah, the thing is,
Oh yeah, I have seen that.
the thing
Yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah.
this podcast is going to seem like I hate women because I've
Oh.
mentioned 2
No.
things now.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It's getting very
I
sexist
was
now.
gonna say,
But-
is that have they made that because of like Women's Day
But
thing?
the thing is, the trailer came out around the time of International Women's Day, and I'm not saying like, yeah, I hate female. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
that's
have
just
females at all.
Ghostbusters.
But the thing is, part which I got pissed off at is how I don't care that they're females at all. When they said it's going to be 4 females, I went, yeah, okay, alright, yeah. You shouldn't really give a shit. But it's when they say, it's when you know that when they're in an audition booth, they don't say, right, we're going to take on this next person. They're going to say, right, they have to be female. It's obvious that they did that. It's obvious that straight away they said we're looking for 4 females. They didn't do that for the
Why-
originals. For the
why-
originals, they look for actors.
Or how
Yeah.
are they gonna like what's the story gonna be?
They don't tie it in. I don't think it's
is
in
it
the
just
same
come-
location. They don't tie it in.
Yeah.
But the thing, like I said, it's not hating on women at all. It's the fact that.
No, but it's not in that. He's not even in that scenario.
But that's what I mean.
In any
It
scenario.
is. They're just getting a popular franchise. I was watching a video by Angry Joe, who's like I think is amazing.
I don't. He knows me.
Well,
Never seen this video.
he put up a video saying about the reaction to Ghostbusters, and I agree with him on everything because he said it's nothing to do with females at all. It's the fact that
They didn't even audition for males.
yeah,
Is that what you're trying to say?
well yeah, and it's the fact that that was the point. They were thinking, right, we're gonna get a popular franchise, we're gonna buy it, and we're gonna make it a female market.
Imagine if for like the new Star Wars films they just swapped every male actor with a female actor and every female actor with a male actor.
Yeah, like why?
No, that doesn't
Right?
work. You don't do
no,
that.
It wouldn't work out.
You don't do that. Yeah, that's just like, yeah, you could do that with anything. You go, especially for the new Halo game, Halo 14
but to
or
be
whatever it is
fair-
now. You go, yeah, Master Chief's now Mistress Chief.
It sounds like the part I'm getting annoyed at is the fact that they didn't audition. Is the fact that they didn't sign up for men. It's the fact that it also looks shit. It looks bad. It looks bad. It doesn't.
Well, like CGI wise.
It doesn't look like the original. Yeah, that. To be fair, Slimer looks good. Everyone else.
No, I haven't
what
seen
the
the
fuck?
trailer.
But the thing is, though, which I think they're Angry Joe again said it best, as in the originals were scary with a lot of humour. You could watch it, get scared, like the librarian, for example. She's really fucking creepy, but everything else in it is like a laugh, pretty much. You just have a laugh watching it.
Yeah.
But then
that one scene I got like scared.
Yeah, I got scared of that.
But she like screams at the camera.
But they got the franchise, and then they were like, right, let's get this idea, just make it a big joke. Who gives a shit? Just make it a big joke.
Yeah,
just have these 4 people, just make it a big joke.
Thing is though, do they expect to make more money with it being all females?
They expect loads of support for years.
No, I'm pretty sure they'd get more success if they just
kept it.
If they just made a new Ghostbusters.
But who does that appeal to? The original fans.
Everyone else.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Well,
it does. So
who
why
does this appeal to? I'm pretty sure.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't. It doesn't. Like even females that are into the originals.
I mean,
like,
I'm not sexism, but just out of. Well, I'm assuming that most of the fans of Ghostbusters originally, not that it's targeted specifically toward males. I'm not.
But it's more of a male audience.
But yeah, I could just
but
imagine.
Even so, as well as that, it being for men might get a target audience of females to want to watch it. So it doesn't matter, but it's not. I'm not saying that it only matters when it's males in it. I'm not saying that at all. But it's the fact that the originals had the males in, and they probably could have got the actors, to be honest, even though they're fucking old.
But that's like Star Wars. They still had Han Solo in it.
Yeah,
even though
exactly.
He was,
but I'm saying if they got, or they could.
But the thing is,
or they just got new actors.
Did they even ask?
Did
they ask Bill Murray, would you like to be in it? Did they ask like whoever it was? Like,
no, that was obviously their plan.
And you look at the poster. I'll put up a poster like of it on screen now for a viewer. You've got a typical nerdy girl. You've got a typical like average white girl there. You have an annoying black lady there. You have a 4th person who's just there. That's the exact same as the originals. They just got that and went females.
Swap it.
And but they're not making it for the fact of the story. Like I'm not saying, like I said, not for female hate or anything, because there's loads of female fans of the original. They want it for the story.
Yeah,
who cares?
Can you imagine? Didn't I say it? Or I said something like, if. For some reason, I always think of Tomb Raider. I always think of like Lara Croft as one of the most like that comes to mind when I think of female protagonist.
Yeah. Like
imagine if they went, right, we're gonna make a new Tomb Raider game. It's gonna be a guy called Steve Croft. He's our new character.
Yeah,
and everyone to go.
Imagine
what the hell?
Yeah, but
you can't do that.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, yeah.
But and then they say nothing's changed at all, just the character. But then everyone will lose it because it's not the original. It's not the same.
But it isn't quite. Well, I mean, we're questioning it. But
the thing is,
questioned.
The thing is though, if you can't extend the original, then don't do it. If you can't get the original actors, the original writers, the original production, don't do it. All you're doing is look at someone else's idea and going, I want to do that. It's like, what are you doing? Like, why? Like, it's this whole story, and then they just get the property of it, and then they just go, well, yeah, we're going to get like completely different actors, completely different story, use the original like monsters in it, and then just make them look shit. I probably should have trailer now, to be fair. I could probably just mute it, yeah. But yeah, I'll go out. So, just chat about like what you think of her or whatever, because we're going to get out.
To be honest, I've never really, I don't think I've ever watched a, like, I mean, regarding the story of Ghostbusters, I don't think I've ever watched it. I couldn't explain to you the story of the characters or anything like that. I've seen a Ghostbusters film.
Shit,
but maybe not in order, or maybe not in. Maybe not in whatever.
Oh,
nice on Bardens.
Dropping everything. Yeah. Even though that was me with the Xbox, but yeah, blame on Bardens.
You didn't drop the Xbox. Come on, nudge it a little bit.
Yeah, no, what the fuck happened there?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, well, like, I don't get like. There's a difference between what they did with Star Wars and they rescreened it. They got the original and then they went, right, let's revamp it, bigger size, bigger quality, better everything. And it's the same with games as well, as in, like, I'm not sure if any of you heard, there's a new like Resident Evil remastered edition coming out for Xbox. For Resident Evil 4, 5 and 6.
Why not the ones before?
Just because they've never been on Xbox at all. So I guess that it just saves time, just getting those. Well, probably like another remaster, but that's just a remaster of a remaster. Which I guess they could do.
So what were the originals on?
They were on PlayStation, GameCube,
Christ, that's
Xbox original.
When did the first Resident Evil come out?
When did the first, like 97?
Jesus Christ.
6, something like that, ages ago. But they were remastering it, which is good. That's it. They're not carrying on with the story. That's it. That's good. They've left it. But it's just when they do stuff like, what's an example in a game? Call of Duty. What's the main reason you think why they're making Call of Duty? Is it because they care about the story?
Yeah, but
no,
that was
it's
never.
It's just the multiplayer.
See, I was going to say it's never really been about the story.
Yeah, but it has.
But yeah, it did used to be.
Yeah, number 3 used to be like number 3 was amazing with the story. That was like the best bit. Number 4 definitely definitely for the story.
Yeah.
Online was amazing as well. 5, the story was amazing. Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah,
Eh,
five is one of the best.
Slowly getting worse.
Yeah, but Modern Warfare 2 went a bit There are parts of it which were mint, but then there are parts of it which
Bardens,
were
have
like...
you played the Black Ops 3 campaign?
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah. Wait. No,
That's
I don't think
free.
I-
No, that's a
I don't
new
think I
one.
have,
That's a
no.
new one.
Have you played the Advanced Warfare campaign?
I've not played the Black Ops.
What
I've
was the last Call of Duty campaign you played?
Probably Black Ops. I think I played a bit of Ghosts, but
Decent.
never-
That was
I
a
never-
solid game. Solid game.
I never completed any of it. I got
The last Call
on
of Duty I
Black
bought...
Ops, so you
What was that?
not played Black Ops 3?
No, last Call of Duty I bought was Black Ops 2, I think.
No, see that was good because
That was good.
That directly related to original Black Ops, which also related to World of War. But Black Ops 3, I played the entire thing, and the only thing that was like mentioned or anything to even remotely anything similar to Black Ops 2 or 1 or whatever was one mention of Raul Menendez. He was like one of the characters in Black Ops. That was like that one thing, like one scene, and like, I thought, oh no, he's going to start being it now. He's going to start tying it in, and that was it. And I was like,
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
what was the point in them making that then? What was the point?
well, they title it under Black Ops
Because it gets money.
just because
Well,
Black Ops
zombies as
was just because Black Ops was like popular. If they could have called it, and they could have just called it a new thing. But
Yeah,
to be honest,
imagine if
Advanced Warfare was good because it was a new thing, and I liked it. But but Ghost was terrible, so that's not necessarily always a thing.
Yeah.
But like I really liked Advanced Warfare. But yeah, imagine if they said, "Yo, this is Modern Warfare like 4,"
Well,
because technically it was.
World at War. They're not going to bring out like World at War 2.
Yeah, but that's why
it
it's
is-
good. That's why it's good.
World War 2 was Black Ops.
Oh, is that? Oh.
Yeah, because it was Reznov. It's the
Oh,
same
yeah,
story,
yeah.
wasn't it? It tied over.
Yeah.
But they didn't title it the same thing, which was a bit weird. Like it's like they didn't know what they're doing. It's like they're just like getting money.
How many Call of Duties are there now?
Like 50?
Too many. Not
15.
More than that, probably, isn't it? Like
Work them out. Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 1,
Black Ops.
Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2,
Modern Warfare 3 as well.
Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Ghosts, Advanced Warfare.
Black Ops.
Hang on, no. You said Modern Warfare 1 and COD 4.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 1 is COD 4.
Modern Warfare 2, sorry. Then there must
So
have...
take one away from that.
It's not-
What? Take one away from the number that you just done.
Oh, no, because I must have mismentioned it or something. I must have said, like...
You said
Modern
you said 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, did you say World at
COD 5.
War?
Modern Warfare 1.
Yeah, I must have said... I meant Modern Warfare 2, so it's 11.
Oh shit.
Still 11.
Still a lot. Well,
And then there was... What was I on? Well, yeah,
War.
something like teens, probably. That's what I mean, like, why?
And then there's only what?
Because it makes money.
4 Battlefields.
It does make money.
And then they're bringing out
Yeah, that's
the
it.
5th one this year. Aren't
Yeah, what was that you're on about? I haven't seen anything to do with Battlefield 5.
I
At all.
haven't either.
I haven't seen anything to do with
Have you
Battlefield 5. No.
they? Well, apparently it's not to be set in World War 1.
Oh yeah, shit, I did see that.
I didn't
So, yeah,
see
so, like,
anything to do with
Oh,
it.
I didn't see it.
There's
I
rumours
literally just
it's
saw
meant
like
to be set
that's
there.
all I saw. And also, like I saw a Dude Soup podcast titled Fallout 5 confirmed.
Why?
5 already. That's too
Well, I
soon.
mean that's probably just like speculation.
Yeah, but I get what you mean, is in, like, they have to do it early. Like, they started GTA 5 when GTA 4 was about
Well,
to be released.
they
Yeah.
see, but with
Yeah.
with
That's
that,
amazing.
because they know people are going to buy it, they can.
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah.
with a game that's like you don't know whether it's going to sell, they can't do that because if no one buys it, they go, that's a waste of time, and then they've started making a second game when no one's going to buy it. But for like a Fallout game like that, they know people are going to buy Fallout 5.
How do you feel
Did you play Fallout
about...
4?
I started playing it. I haven't finished it though.
Oh shit.
I haven't...
I
I
mean,
don't really
can you
finish.
finish it?
Yeah.
I've played, like, the first 2 missions of Fallout 3. That was it.
Yeah, I didn't play
I
much.
haven't
of
played
Fallout.
anything
Free,
else.
such a game.
I haven't played anything of
Didn't like
Fallout.
New Vegas.
But,
Somehow.
have any of you two... I assume you have, about Hitman, new Hitman game.
This comes out on the 15th, I think, doesn't
15th this month?
it? 15th of
Oh,
March.
is it this month?
Yeah,
What
15th
day's
of
that?
March.
What day's that?
And,
4 days away.
Also, UFC 2 comes out on the 15th, I think.
Same day?
I think so.
Tuesday, next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, big day for gays.
Big day.
big
Big day for
Day
games.
for
big day for games. That's the one.
Yeah.
So what? UFC 2.
Well, I think Hitman's 15th. I think it's definitely this month.
I've only heard about the beta. I haven't
I
heard
did.
about the game.
It looks amazing,
I haven't
but
played it.
it only looks amazing because of the like.
Graphics wise or like gameplay.
It's based before. It's based before Absolution. It's based when he's just becoming a hitman. Like, it's his first like. I don't even think there's much of a story. I think it's literally just like assassination targets, and that's like
following
the game is just you get given a job and you've just got to kill some.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's like Absolution where it's like a story.
Wait, so is it like some sort of like open world game, or is it like more?
No, it's not open world.
No, it's just like.
Well, I mean, it's open world in the sense. Well, it's more open world than it has been. As in, well, it's not open world, but you know what I mean. Like the maps are way bigger.
Yeah, so there's more.
And there's like so much more fine choice, like so much more fine detail in like how you choose to do an assassination or whatever.
I loved Absolution so much.
But even in Absolution, there were numerous ways to complete a mission, but it was like still limited. I mean, obviously it's not going to be unlimited, but you know what I mean. Like after you played it once, like or 3 times the most through, you'd already know every way to kill him.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen of like, well, I saw like a gameplay trailer of the new Hitman. What's it called? I think it's called Hitman, isn't it? I think it's just called Hitman.
Yeah,
is it?
I
I
think
think it's just called Hitman. That's like the game. But from what I've seen of it, it does look like there is a lot more choice when you're like killing them. But it always does seem to be like poison. Like
Yeah, but I love that. I love the mission in Absolution where you're dressing up as a chef and you could like fuck with the food.
Oh yeah, I think
That's
I
like
think I
the
remember
first
that one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then there's like the rest of the mission and then all that, and then
'Cause
just
you can-
everything in that
You
game.
can
is
choose to either
amazing.
like do it silently and like stealthily, or
yeah, you
just
can
go out guns
you
blazing.
can literally just pull your gun out and just kill them in like the first 2 seconds. Which is what I mean. Like there's a lot of kids that play it probably don't even realise that there is another way to do it. They probably just go, and they probably just think that's what you're supposed to do, and they just start shooting people.
Yeah.
So they go, like they didn't even know. But I mean, I think it's like almost on this new game, on this Hitman game, it's like they don't want you to do that. It's like incredibly hard to just do that. Whereas on Absolution, I think you could literally just
Do
it's
it.
almost like easy to just go, just kill everyone, and then that's it, just like mission done. Remember that like contracts thing?
That was amazing. That was good. That was probably like I liked online like that. I liked
because it's
multiplayer-
online,
Yeah,
but it's not online.
Yeah, but I don't like multiplayer as in.
Yeah, team deathmatch.
Well, yeah, I don't like that. But I like online as in, like when it's limited, as in you share stuff. Like for
The
example,
Crew or something.
how Mafia 2. Going back to that, I said this earlier as well. With Mafia, how online there is none.
No.
I love that because if there was online, there would be so many flaws with it that people would go, "I don't like Mafia because the online's so bad." It's
Yeah,
like,
but why would it be bad? Well, no, it depends on what the online
yeah,
is.
but imagine Team Deathmatch in Mafia 2. Why?
Yeah, but they wouldn't do that.
there wouldn't be.
They wouldn't. They.
Yeah, but I think there is in the new one. That's what's annoying me because there probably is in the new Mafia 3.
Have you seen like the gameplay?
Would-
For
Yeah,
it?
but that's what I mean. There probably is
wouldn't it be free
online.
roam, like, if not just free roam, wouldn't it be free roam as well?
There would be the free room.
Well, if there is like a
Oh, well,
team
like,
deathmatch
well, like
game mode
pretty
thing,
much GTA is what it's
well,
saying.
yeah.
Well, because it
Well,
kind of
Well,
is.
yeah, but
maybe-
that's
maybe
what
not- maybe
that's
not
what
GTA.
that's what I don't like. It's so
Like
crazy.
16 people.
I don't understand why games have to be crazy. I don't get it. I don't know why games have to be like so
Because
like
little
mental.
kids like it, don't they? It's like
Yeah,
crazy
but
action.
why
But it's
is-
18. It's like
Yeah, exactly. That makes no sense. It's aimed at 18s. It's like targeted to 18s. The things that's in it is for 18s.
Well, it's just like the violence and stuff.
But yeah, it's that's what I mean. It's like you go online.
Because I was gonna say,
It's
is
like,
there?
why?
I was gonna say,
Come
is
on.
there like sexual anything?
yeah.
What,
For,
Like,
Mafia?
in Mafia 2, I was gonna say, yeah, of course there is.
Yeah, there's like the like one of the collectibles. One of the 2 collectibles is
No,
Playboy.
Yeah, but
stuff.
other than
Playboys.
that, is there like in the actual game like a scene in the game?
Yeah, there is. They talk about rape. They
Oh, yeah, we're talking about
Well,
that.
and then
That's
there's that like
yeah,
that scene was a chop chop, and
do you
that
actually get to
guy's
see
getting like
anything?
chopped up by the Chinese.
yeah, there was that.
by the
There's-
Chinese.
Yeah,
I think it's the Chinese.
all of the
There's
Chinese.
some people just chopping up.
Yeah, there was a. I'm pretty sure
pretty
someone's
brutal.
got a tit out at some point. One tit.
Yeah, that's
One
probably
tit. They're like, ooh. I'm pretty sure that's the thing.
Because yeah, you get like collector's magazines, isn't
Which Mafia 2 was a very good game. Definitely one of my favourite games. Also, speaking about Mafia 2, on our channel on YouTube, I'm not sure whether someone's listening to this on iTunes, because I'm not sure if this is coming out on iTunes straight away. Probably be out on YouTube first off, but this will be released on iTunes as well. So if you are an iTunes listener, if you head on over to our YouTube channel with an indecisive name, which will be announced at a later podcast, there will be a Mafia walkthrough, as well as this video and also some Assassin's Creed videos. We are in the depths
Decent.
of producing some more videos. So if you're into game news, content, funny shit, if you just want to spend some time doing stuff, then come hang out
It does seem
our
like,
channel.
so far, I mean, it's only like a couple of things that we've planned on or actually done, but it does seem like we've like been aiming or thinking of doing like older games.
Yeah.
As in like older, like get on the 360.
But then we also
start from the
we
beginning.
haven't really
basically.
thought of any like Xbox One game.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. We're choosing games that are actually mint. Those games which
The
are
classic games.
like Mafia 2.
That-
What a game!
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah, because we know they're good. If you do a playthrough of like a new game which you've never played before and it's not
Yeah,
good,
it
then
could
you
still
go,
be good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Like
really
what about like the Division? Because that's out today, isn't it?
So yesterday.
Was it yesterday? I
Yeah,
thought it was
yesterday.
today.
No, it's yesterday.
Yeah,
yeah, but like that, like you can't really. How do you do a playthrough of that? Is there a story? Isn't it just like
I don't know.
is it just missions? Just
I've
like
played-
go
I've
and
played the
kill
beta-
some bandits.
I played the beta, and it's kind of like missions. You'd like have to like go and kill some people and then like retrieve
I'm not
retrieve
looked
his
anything
face
up
back.
about the Division really.
I was gonna get it, but I'm not. Well, I can wait. It's not gonna.
It's like 60
It's not gonna
quid.
be the end of the
You
world.
just get, like,
No.
it's not like I really want that game. It's like come on, it's not like a crazy game or. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not something that I've been. Well, actually, when the trailer came out, it did look pretty. It did look pretty sick.
When I first saw the trailer, I thought it
Everyone was
really
going
good.
crazy at the car door shut.
Yeah, I thought that was
When he's like in cover and he goes like shuts the door, but like
that
no,
just little things that make
I'd
things
always
games
like
well.
when I was like a little kid and I used to play games. One thing which used to like really impress me was when a game would come out and you would have a different animation when you're walking upstairs or up a hill. And one of the games which I noticed that in was like Red Dead. I can't think of
That
any
was
game
very
before that. Like, do you know on Red Dead when you walk up a hill, your guy's like you can see he's like pushing
Yeah,
himself.
like struggling.
Red
So,
Dead's a
some
very
games when you
good
walk uphill, you just go, and like you're just walking normally, but you're just going up. And
Yeah.
it doesn't look right.
If
real.
online was taken out of every Rockstar game, I reckon there will be no flaws with any Rockstar game.
Yeah, that's doing
I don't.
such an amazing
GTA
game.
4. The thing
Such
is though,
an
there are
amazing-
flaws in games if you go back on them. Like if you play GTA 5 on Xbox One and then play GTA 4 on Xbox 360, there's going to be flaws.
Well, there's significant
Like yeah,
differences
you
with the
say
games.
things like, "Oh, what's the texture look like?" But if you played it when it was released, that was amazing. GTA San Andreas,
Yeah, because I
amazing.
can
Vice City,
I can remember
amazing.
like playing the Great Escape back on Xbox, the original one, and I
Great
can
Escape.
I can remember thinking there's like graphics were amazing. And
Yeah,
I went
that
back to
was
play
a
it
lot,
like,
yes.
last year, and I just like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah,
'Cause
that
it was
was-
so
It's
like,
weird.
it was so
It's weird.
scary.
It's weird why your brain does that.
Thinks
Like,
that the graphics
you,
are
but
amazing.
it because it does look good. Like it's not like
'Cause we don't know any different, do we?
It's not. I think this looks good, but yeah, the brightness on the screen just like went crazy.
Fucking blinded me there.
Oh,
no,
that's
that
going
went back
on.
normal. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Anyway, for some reason, like like your brain, it isn't saying. I think this looks good. It's literally saying, "Christ, this looks amazing."
Yeah.
And then like you go back
Well,
and
is
play
that
again, and
because-
you're like, "What the hell?"
But is
Yeah.
that because you didn't see the Xbox One quality?
Yeah,
if
like,
you were
you
a
wouldn't
little,
know
if you were a
different.
kid now who's about 6 and you played GTA 5 on Xbox One and everyone gave them here's GTA 4 for Xbox 360, they play it. I bet they'd say they wouldn't really question it because they're 6.
Yeah, but that's like me like playing like an old like a Pac-Man or whatever. Like when that is this thing. When that came out, people would have been like, "Christ, this looks amazing."
Well,
it
I don't
doesn't
really
even
say it
look-
for like Pac-Man because it's just circles and
Yeah, but
ghosts. And
yeah, but
stuff.
you're saying that because we've got the games we've got now.
Yeah, but that wasn't made to look realistic, unlike like the
Yeah,
Great
but
Escape
it's
or
still
other games like that.
fascinating.
Were
Like,
meant to look
it's still
good.
fascinating. Like not like imagine like
Yeah, the fact that you look at
imagine that
you look at those
you'd be like,
ghosts.
"What the hell? I'm controlling this thing on the
Yeah,
screen."
and you
Yeah,
look
I
at the
guess
ghosts
so.
and you go, "Shit, there's ghosts."
Mm.
Like, you call them ghosts. They don't even explicitly say, well, they do, but like even if like there was no text saying ghost, you'd say
You
that's
would
a
assume
ghost.
that's a ghost.
Yeah, so
because
you
it's
could-
like the iconic shape.
So yeah,
of
it's like visually like relatable with stuff. And that's the thing in games. Like that's what they get right. Like pretty much all the time in Rockstar games. Every time, like they're visually on Rockstar games, everything's right. I think.
yeah.
What's a visual glitch in a Rockstar game? I
There's
can.
loads of visual glitches. Not saying
Well,
Wait,
like,
he's like
well,
the,
like
the swing one of visual.
visual.
glitch, was
Wait,
that
what
like-
do you mean by visual?
visuals in like a texture glitch and it stays like that.
Well, I for some reason I just thought the thing on Red Dead when like the characters' faces used to go away.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's like.
So yeah, so
But
they
one
are,
that, like-
but they don't
Like on
necessarily
Assassin's
affect the
Creed,
game.
on Unity, when you don't see like there was one on PC, you don't see their character's face at all. Like in one of the cutscenes, you don't see your dad's face on the PC. Like someone, if you put on a certain texture setting, you can't see that guy's face. So someone playing on the PC, you can't see your dad's face.
So what is it? Just like skin.
Yeah, no. Picture will be on the screen. It's literally see-through. You see his hair texture and his eyes and his mouth,
Oh,
his teeth, rather. You know when
Yeah,
in
but
a
isn't that a
game.
glitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not like a setting that they've put it to.
No, but if you put it on a certain setting on the PC,
And
it
then do
causes the
something.
glitch.
Oh right.
So but that's what I mean. PC ports for some games are like shit. I don't know why. It never seems to be. I was thinking this the other day. With Xbox, there's never an Xbox port which is bad, or a PS3 port or PlayStation port that's bad. whenever it's a PC port, more like Batman Arkham Knight.
So what are you saying from a console to a PC?
Yeah, the most like Assassin's Creed, bad. Batman, bad. Why?
But PC to consoles, good.
Well, Counter-Strike, fine.
Yeah, but
That happened.
no one plays it on
Team
consoles, do
Fortress, fine.
they? No one plays it now.
No, yeah, but still, like no one could play Assassin's Creed. There's still those bugs in there. But what game? But that's what I mean. There's like hardly any games that go from PC to Xbox just because there's so many on the PC. There's loads on the PC.
There are quite a lot of games on
There are.
PC.
But yeah, if you want to tag along and then see whatever games we're doing, because hopefully we'll be able to get some more shit going, where like the more things we do, they'll be posted more frequently. We'll be able to get a schedule up. We'll be able to post more shit. You'll be able to follow along if you just subscribe to this.
Weekly, hopefully.
Hopefully weekly. You should be able to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Link will be in the description if you're watching on iTunes. And if you're watching on YouTube, then the link will be in the description of the box at the bottom. Box at the bottom.
It shall.
It shall.
It shall
And I
indeed.
think, you know, we passed the hour mark. Well, has anyone got any topics they want to bring up?
No.
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 No, I don't.
Not really.
No.
I mean,
Save it for the
I
next
feel
one.
like we have covered.
A lot.
I mean, there are a lot of topics we span off. See, that's what I mean. It's span off.
Yeah.
Something
Which
you
is-
didn't. Well, you did speak off, but it was like glitched out in the first part. Was UFC.
I did say about UFC.
But do you want to say about it now, if you want? I mean,
Well, it's
whilst
just
a bit
it's
relevant-
weird. It's weird because I feel like people. I would want to like talk about it, but it like puts me off that people care now. Bardens, before let's say this year, actually no, yeah, probably like
October
and
last year.
any earlier than that. Had you heard about any main events or any UFC things?
No, not really. Nothing at all.
But before Ronda Rousey,
No,
How do you
nothing
know
at
anything?
All. Well, no, nothing at all.
oh,
That's what I mean,
see,
I-
Ronda Rousey annoys
I
me.
remember when
She's like,
I remember when, like I said to you earlier, watched it with Rampage Jackson, Chuck Liddell. Jackson. Did I say Traction? Traction, that. It's geography stuff.
yeah,
Traction,
it's like I don't know. We were saying about this earlier, like
Like-
how things that you used to play, or not play, well, yeah, or game, or they used to watch or whatever.
Yeah.
When they start becoming popular, you don't like it. Like, yeah, UFC's become more popular. Like, yeah, that's obvious, isn't it? Like, that's a good thing.
I feel
But-
good
but-
for it, but
yeah,
it's
but for
annoying.
some
It's
reason,
like,
it's just like you know that on Facebook, like just like isn't that just like a British thing? Like for some reason, but I was gonna say it's just Conor McGregor, the fact that he's Irish and he gets all this hype and everything.
Yeah.
But there's loads of UFC fighters that get hype, but they don't care about it. It's just because it's Conor McGregor because he's Irish.
But that was like that Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. Like that was so
yeah,
hyped up as
that,
well.
that was like
yeah, but
everyone on Facebook as well.
that was hyped
But
up.
only those two people.
But that was hyped up for a reason, for the fact that it's
The
been
money.
years. The thing is with UFC that annoys me is how there's one person who suddenly gets hyped up and then one person goes and shares it. And then they go, this is crazy, and then suddenly everyone else goes, oh yeah, I've been watching UFC for years. It's like, have you?
UFC 198, which is going to be the next one, is like, I think it's John Jones versus Daniel Cormier or whatever his name is, Cormier, whatever you pronounce it.
Right.
Like, I wonder if anything's posted about it.
No, probably not. It's probably going to go
Yeah, probably
all
not.
dark.
Or if they do,
Well, you'll obviously see it on the UFC site.
yeah, well, I
obviously.
guess that's
Not
I'll
on
see it.
Facebook.
But like with Unilad, if they do that, people will go, alright, I don't care. Because it's
Yeah.
like people that they don't care about.
But that was like that Dan Daniels spread the moment.
Damn,
That's
Daniel.
so like no one.
I really don't get
hardly
that.
anyone
I don't
talks about
understand that. I wonder if we could make something go viral. So some sort of meme. Damn, Bardens.
Like, how random was that? Just damn Daniel about shoes, and then
Shoes.
he's got like
Yeah.
so many
You know,
different
that kid
likes
was
on
like,
it.
that kid was like,
14, wasn't he?
yeah, I was gonna say he's
Super
like
young.
14.
He
He
doesn't
looks
look
like
it,
older
yeah.
than us.
Is he?
Yeah, he's like 14.
Christ, I watched the Ellen interview. He didn't look
Yeah,
14.
Yeah,
He's
that's
not
when
like
she
14.
said it. She says like you're 14, and he's like, yeah.
Getting
I was
married
like,
to Chris already.
14?
he looks like pretty young.
Christ, that's shocking.
What were we doing
What's
when we
wrong
were
with that?
14?
But anyway,
What were we doing when we
Yeah,
were 14?
fucking about
Christ, I don't,
secondary
not,
school.
not making videos going, damn,
No.
Bardens. Or
I
whatever.
know.
Well, they
Yeah,
probably
actually
didn't have a
probably
phone
was,
back
yeah.
then. It's ages ago.
but I feel like this has been pretty decent first episode. Pretty
Yeah,
decent.
first episode.
It's gone pretty successful.
Covered a lot of shite.
So, this should be up on a certain date. Not going to say what date that is. Wherever you're listening to it, just look at the date. It should be at the bottom somewhere. It should be, whatever day that's on, it should be that weekly. There might be some sort of tag-alongs along the way, like we might do an extra one on the week or something like
Bonus.
that. Just saying, if there's something crazy coming out and then we're all together. then we'll-
Crazy.
Crazy news. Crazy news with the podcast crew. Oh god, that's cringy. But yeah, we'll make some notes, podcast notes about it, and then we'll bring it to you on iTunes or YouTube. So this has been Jacob Hammersley, Oliver Brown, and Bardens.
Burdens.
Bardens. with the Untitled podcast for our crew.
That's what it's going to be called.
It's going to be cool for this first episode. It's going to be called The Untitledness.
Maybe all of them.
Maybe all of them until
Maybe
like
we never think of them.
maybe we never think
Until
of
you
it. That's
think of
a
a good
point.
name.
So
That's unique.
if you think of good names, then go for it. But yeah, head on over to our YouTube, head on over to our iTunes. Hope you enjoyed this podcast. This has been the 9th of March 2016.
Decent.